everyone, I'm Holly Holland. Welcome back to our next daily 5 exercise sequence as part of our 7-day challenge. This one's going to be focused a lot on balance. Now, I'll show you information later on in the video that I've got a whole course developed on balance that you can purchase at a nominal fee. It includes videos and an ebook that will really help you develop a much longer practice. But today we're going to work on a couple of things that I think are really effective. I've got shoes on or sticky socks, I've got a chair here for balance, and I've got a non-slip surface right there. Okay, this is going to be working a little bit in tree, which is a classic balance exercise for yoga. And I want to just find a lot of work and stamina on my standing leg. So you could absolutely just keep your foot on the floor, and I'll also show you some other modifications that we sometimes do in my Yoga for Osteoporosis program. But here, I'm really trying to get the sense like, how do I hug the standing leg to the midline, we call it, right? You can see how easy it is to sort of sag that hip. That's my glute medius and minimus kind of going to sleep over there. They are not going to balance me back that. I also don't want to lock my knee because that would be kind of lousy back there and he's really in my joints. So I'm imagining that my big toe is trying to help me really center my leg and draw the energy of that leg bone into my hip. And it's magic, it really works. Now, I can go to varying things here, maybe with one hand off or one hand on. And these are just all different ways that as you get better, you can start to practice your balance. Might feel a real difference between the two sides. It's absolutely fine. Okay, now could you take that into a little bit more here? This would be our Warrior 3 sequence. It's a perfect lay back hip hinge, right? You're still thinking about moving from the femur bone here, which attaches to the acetabulum. That's going to give you that hip hinge position versus the pelvis, right? So I'm imagining that I've got a knife right here, sticking it in soft butter right at my hip crease. Okay, so I'm gonna use this with my standing leg still in that left side here. I'm gonna take one hand to my backside because that's kind of my way to know if I'm drawing my abs in, if I'm trying to stabilize through that position. And as my leg goes back, and it doesn't have to be high, my trunk reaches out in the opposite direction. Boy, do you feel that burn into that left hip. This is fantastic weight bearing to stimulate those bones there. Absolutely love this pose. You could come up and down a couple of times where it's, again, still working on the stamina of that left leg, pressing back, drawing the abs in here, and extending back. Okay, so on the other side, let me show you some variations, or you could just do exactly the same thing you did here. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to put it over here. All right, so what if I wanted to do a little bit more sense of balance here? This is one that I typically use in my Yoga for Osteoporosis class. I think it's marvelous. You get really good work into the stable leg as I'm trying to hug it in toward the midline. You also get a lot of work on the chair leg. As it's pressing in, you're feeling great resistance. This is how we use the body as its own force of resistance, along with some props. I could take my hands out here. I could bring them forward, all kinds of things in there as I'm starting to work just a little bit of challenge, looking straight ahead. One of the key components of balance is your visual connection, right? All right, if I'm really feeling foxy, I could slowly rise up onto the ball of that right foot, challenge my balance here, drawing the abs in, trying to relax the shoulders, and then release it. Could do that up to, 3 or 4 times, and then just pause there. Can you see how I'm still lifting from hips, trying not to push off on the knee, trying to really hold postural support here. And then slowly come down. Okay, here's another version of Warrior 3 that we do. So say you don't want to do it from that upright position. You could do it with your hands on the chair. You find your standing leg in balance. I'm again trying to imagine that I'm hinging right there and my abs are drawing in. So I always like to think this is like a serving tray of drinks, right? And I do not like to waste any wine. So I'm just kind of feeling that support. I'm pressing through the back heel. I'm working down through the standing leg heel. And I could even kind of take one arm forward as I challenge my balance there. So great stuff. Now, if you want to give a little bit of attention to weight bearing on your wrist. This involves balance as well. I love spinal balance, and I think this is a great way for you to start to put a little bit of weight bearing in your wrists and make a quadruped position here. So I've got a blanket under my knees. And for many people who have tender wrists, using a block can be a nice substitute for that. So you can just use it, bring it up here. It kind of gives you a little bit more support without so much pressure. Now, first thing I'm thinking about is drawing my abs up and in. And as I stretch back with my right leg, I want you to just notice that I kind of sag that left hip a little bit. And that happens. So I'm going to come back and refine that. Instead, I'm thinking about moving the right leg. I'm going to think first of stabilizing my left leg so that I'm really, yeah, that was better. And notice that my leg's not coming up very far. I'm going to use that leg still on the floor because I think that I can control that today, and I want to be in control. And then I'm going to firm up this right butt cheek, almost a little harder for me. I think that's my dominant side that does not like to be very stable. All right, what would happen if I did the opposite arm and leg? That's pretty challenging. So I'm trying to move that from that hip hinge position. I'll stretch the right leg, left arm. Fantastic. Or I could just take my hand completely off the block, reach it out like I'm trying to shake someone's hand. Coming back. All right, and then I'll take left leg, right arm, try to get that stable base, all working from that center line of my trunk and my hips. So there you have it, the Daily 5 for balance. I hope you'll do that and a little bit more. Take a look at my course at the end of this. Thanks so much. See you next time.